Ladies and Habibis, we are going to introduction to you rising star of South Asia. He is very well educated. He knows Islam and Christianity very well. He done what they said he can't. He is Doctor.
Alhamdulillah.
Wait a minute, what are you doing, Zakir? You come out, it's not you. Habibi, take him out. Sorry, there was some problem. He's Adam Zakir.
Hello everyone. This is your favorite Murtid. Salamul Masih. Peace of Christ be with each and every one of you. I hope you guys are having fun. And hello, welcome all. I'm so sorry about Monday. I was not able to join in. I was having a little bit of a fever, which caused me not to start my stream on Monday. So I'm so sorry for missing a day. But I'm here again Thursday evening as promised. So we are going to have to talk about some symbols because Allah apparently has symbols. Yet Allah doesn't know what symbol means because apparently Allah has no idea that people do not worship Mother Mary. But that's the whole idea. Allah kind of like had no idea, no difference between the symbol and what? Oh, I forgot. Between the symbol and Mother Mary. Now the problem here is very different. Okay, let me give you the problem. The problem is very different. Is according to Allah, a symbol is an idol as well. And maybe I could agree with Allah. Okay, there's part of me who wants to agree with Allah, but then we have to be consistent. You know what consistent is? Consistency is that if you pick up a symbol, like for example, a statue of Mother Mary, and say it the statue of Mother Mary is an idol, and I'm with Allah over here, perfect, fair enough. Let's take this. And then if Allah is saying that Allah has a symbol as well, then that symbol is an idol in itself. It has to be consistent. Oh, but like Salam Aran said, consistent in Islam? Nah. Yeah, she is right though. I fully agree with her on this one. Because consistency in Islam, you kind of not be able to find it. And I fully agree with her on this one. But let's see, when Jesus said, no, it's not when Jesus said, it's like when we will call Jesus and say, did you tell them to worship me and my mother beside Allah? And Jesus will say, no, Allah, no, I never did that. So now, how did Muhammad came to this conclusion that in Quran chapter number 5, verse number 116, where supposedly Allah is talking about after the day of judgment, right? Because it's a future tense. Let me show you on the screen first as well, and then we will watch further. By the way, guys, please do like, share, and subscribe if you have not. And at the same time, I've placed a Twitter link. Please share this Twitter link with everyone if you have not yet. Retweet, quote your Muslim friends, and tell them to come up and have a talk about it. And at the same time, if you have your WhatsApp group or Facebook groups, now is the time to share it because we're gonna have some fun today. And let's hope that some real good Muslim can come. Is what is called Allah when Allah will say. That's a future tense, right? That's a future tense. When Allah say, "O Jesus, son of Mary, did you say to the people, take me and my mother as deities beside Allah?" Right? Check this out. Check this out. You know, take me, ummi and my mother ilahin,
إلهين.
as gods, two gods, right? Two gods. Beside min dun Allah, beside Allah. So, how did this come into being? And when you ask a Muslim, ask any Muslim, yeah, when did you see Christians worshipping Mother Mary? They're like, don't you see the statue of Mother Mary in their churches? Don't you see Mother Mary statue in the Catholic churches? And I like, okay, so because they have a statue of Mother Mary, does that make them worship Mother Mary? Just because they have a statue. But if you look at it, isn't that a symbol according to Catholic Church, right? Like I have no idea. Let's ask Google. Google may be able to tell us something. Mr. Google, Mr. Google, tell us. Let's ask Google. Google, oh Prophet Google, tell us. Okay, the statue of Jesus and Mary are the idols. The Catholic faith. Statues of Jesus and Mary are considered symbols rather than idols. So, Prophet Google somehow knows more than Allah, seems like it. You know, Prophet Google knows more than Allah to begin with. But fair enough. Let's take the statue of Mother Mary as an idol. Okay. Because this is not a symbol. And any symbol is an idol. Any symbol. So think about it. According to Allah, any symbol, any representation of symbol is an idol. Okay. Key point to remember, distinction between symbol and idol. A symbol is a virtual representation of something else, while an idol is an object worshipped as God. Idol is worshipped as God, and symbol is representation of something. Now, with that being said, how did Muhammad come into this play? How did Muhammad come into this play? You know, when Muslims actually comes out and say, they have idols and they are breaking the idols of Mother Mary from different churches, as we know as well. And Muslims also say that the Christians worship cross. Have you ever heard of this terminology as well? That Christians worship cross. Let me give you some hadiths. You know, there are multiple hadiths, but let's see some of these. Christian worship cross. Where is it? Yeah, there are so many of them. There you go. There are so many hadiths on this one, but let's just pick this one to begin with. La 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 la. There you go. On screen, I am just saying the word worship cross. Okay. Jabir said, let's go to a place who has a man from among the companions of Prophet. So I went there. He asked me about the peace treaty with Romans. He said, I heard Prophet say the Romans will enter into the peace treaty with you, then you and they will fight on another as an enemy. You'll be victorious. You will collect the spoils of war. Then you'll come back until you stop at a meadow with hillock. A man from among the people of cross. People of cross will raise the cross and will say the cross has prevailed. Then a man from among the Muslims will become angry and will go and break the cross. Then the Romans will prove treacherous, breaking the treaty, and will be gathered for the fierce battle. Ooh, la, 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 la. People of the cross, raise the cross. This is Sahih. And let's see. And Jesus will come and he will break the cross as well. I don't know why Jesus is breaking the cross and killing the pigs, but let me see. Let me give you cross, 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 cross. Come on. Because they worship the cross. Let every nation follow what they used to worship. So the companion of the cross will go with their cross. Sahih Bukhari. The companions of the cross will go with their cross to hell, because let every nation follow what they used to worship, and they will go in the hell with the cross. And idolaters will go with their idols, and the companions of every god will go with their god till they remain those who worship Allah, both the obedient ones and the mischief ones. So basically, according to Quran, Allah will send in hell the people and what they used to worship and what they worship. Allah will send the people in hell and who or what they worship with them. Okay, and I've shown that last time as well. Quran chapter number 21, chapter number 21, verse number 98. Okay, 21/98. Let me open it for all of you so that you will see, and then we'll come back here in the Quran. There you go. It says, indeed, you, disbeliever, and what you worship other than Allah are the firewood of hell. So Allah is going to put in hell everyone, you know, what they worship and the people who worship other than Allah. Now, going back to this hadith is representation of the Quran verse as well. So people worship cross. So cross is not a symbol. Okay. So all the Christians were Protestants, and they think, oh, Catholic have idols, we don't have idols. According to Allah, by the way. According to Allah. I'm talking about according to Allah. So all the Protestants as well, they, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Mother Mary is an idol. We don't have idol, you know. Okay, done. No worries. There you go. According to Allah, even cross is an idol. And cross obviously is a symbol. We all know that. So forget the Mother Mary, just come to the cross. So cross, according to Allah and according to Muhammad, is a symbol. Obviously, we all know that it's a symbol. Whether you are a Protestant Christian or a Catholic Christian or whatever kind of Christian you are, the cross is a idol according to Allah, not a symbol. Not a symbol. So if you ask Googly, now let's go to Googly again. Let me ask Googly. Google, tell me, is cross an idol? Or symbol? Okay, it's talking about something else in Christian faith. Cross is merely a symbol. Wow. So why isn't cross considered an idol? Christian Stock Exchange. There we go. What does it says? It says, okay. This is an answer. Okay. It is merely a symbol, much like etc. 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 So many of these things are talking about it, and all the Christians knows about it. But then again, according to Allah, even the cross, according to Muhammad and Allah, even the cross is an idol. So once again, any symbol, any symbol, any symbol which could have some association with another faith is an idol according to Allah. That's how it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. So according to Islam, erecting a symbol is Bad. It's wrong. It's idol worshipping. You cannot have a symbol. Have you ever seen somebody worshipping a cross? I don't know. There are people who are agnostic, atheist, Christian, Hindus. So many of you are here. If you have seen somebody worshipping a cross, please give me a one. If you have seen that somebody is saying, "Oh cross, please fulfill my desire. Oh cross, help me go to the heaven. Oh cross, give me money. Oh cross, make me pass this exam." Have you ever heard a Christian saying this to a cross? If you have, give me a one. If you have not, give me a five. Let's see how many people are listening to me. If you have not seen anybody doing this, give me a five. Because this is very important, because Allah was so ignorant. So I have one five, I have second five, and I have multiple fives now. Thank you so very much. So some people are still listening, they are not sleeping. Perfecto. Thank you. Appreciate it. By the way, guys, thank you. A lot of fives. That is good. Oh, there is a Chetan Jha who sent one. Mashallah, Chetan Jha has accepted Islam. Uh, Check this out. This guy is Sayyid Chacha, who has now gone mentally retarded. Check his name. Prophet was not a child molester, as Hadith says. So even though the Hadith is saying that Muhammad was a child molester, yet he does not believe that Muhammad is a child molester. So he's approving that the Hadiths are saying that Muhammad was a child molester. Like, sometimes I laugh upon these things, these people. And this Sayyid Chacha, who's just so unbelievably stupid, he has a name, he has a name which says that I agree that the Hadith says that Muhammad was a child molester, but he was not a child molester. Oh my goodness. Oh man. By the way, Zakir Naik actually agrees that child molestation is, you know, oh, a lot of people are saying five. Chetan Jha agreed and he said no, he was incorrect. It was a five. All right, Chetan, he's not a Muslim now. I agree now. Um, so a lot of people are, everybody says five. Perfect. Uh, Perfecto. So now this is the problem, that Allah is kind of, he had no idea what he was talking about. Allah had no idea what he was talking about, because at the end of the day, what he's saying, it doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. You know what I mean? Because if you take any symbol as idol, we have a huge problem. You know why do we have a huge problem? I'll tell you. But any Muslim who can come up and disagree with me, can any Muslim come up and disagree with me? Because I would like somebody to come up and disagree with me. Disagreement is really good. People, but anyhow, but we have another problem. By the way, child molester, Mr. Somebody says something. YouTube link, please. You want a YouTube link? How can I send you a YouTube link? Come to my channel called Adam Seeker, and you will have that. And I have no idea. Uh, my own YouTube link. So somebody from Facebook wants a YouTube link of my video, and he's watching me from Facebook, and he doesn't want to watch me from Facebook. So he wants a YouTube link. So let me just try to send him the YouTube link. Maybe he'll like being here. Get shareable link. There you go. It's going to be in Facebook now. But you can keep watching from Facebook. Anyhow, coming back to the same point over here. Oh, Mr. Child Molester, like Zakir Naik says something. Zakir Naik said, and I love Sister Hatun making this video. This is a very important video that she made. But let's check this out. Zakir Naik said this. Check this out.
sex with her.
112 years old guy got married to this 13-year-old girl.
You can marry a woman the moment she gets matured. If she reaches puberty, you can marry. That is Islam. For a man, the moment reaches puberty till he dies, he can marry anyone. Choice is his. Who are we to object? He's willing and the woman is willing. But the man is 112 years old. Medical science tells us even a man of 112 years can procreate. No, he wants to marry a 13-year-old girl who has reached puberty. What is your problem? If a woman of 13 years old finds a virtuous man of 112 years, I would prefer. If I know he's virtuous, I would not mind giving my daughter. If I know that he's a virtuous man and will see to it that he takes my daughter to Jannah, I would not mind.
Well,
I don't know whether I should bang my head on a wall right now on his comment. And he's a person who has a daughter. Like, he has a daughter. And I am so shocked when he said that he will find a virtuous man to give his woman of 13 years. Woman, okay. 13 years old woman. I don't know what kind of a medical science doctor this Zakir Naik is, that he is calling a 13 years old child as a woman. It's unbelievable. It is just so unbelievable. I'm sorry I had to like take a diversion because of Sayyid Chacha, who had such a stupid YouTube name. But imagine this. And 13 years old woman is going to choose, accept, love a 112 years old man. And so, by the way, 13 years old is a woman and 112 years old is a man. Not an old man. Not an old man. If a woman is woman when she's 13, then by the time she's 40, she should be an old woman. Like that. Like he's a medical science expert, man. 112 years old. How can okay, think about it. How can a 13 years old quotes in quotes woman can fall in love with a 112 years old man? These people don't even listen to what they are saying. Just to prove Allah and Muhammad, they are going to say whatever they are. It's just unbelievable. Anyhow, I'm not going to run this over here a lot, but I'm going to share the link, so whoever wants to watch it later, they can watch it later. There you go, with the link of Sister Hatun DCCI Ministries, so you can watch. She has done a very good exposing of Dr. Zakir Naik at this moment. And at the same time, you know, Zakir Naik talked about pedophilia in Pakistan, and he gave a shut up call to the lady. It's very disgusting. It's very, very disgusting. Like I don't even want to go into these kind of disgusting stuff. But anyhow, any Muslim who wants to come up and talk about, you know, symbols or symbolism, because symbolism is a very, very ancient practice. Even in the Old Testament, when we look at the building of tabernacle, in the tabernacle on the left side room, there were cherubims with wings, two of them. And the wing of one cherubim was touching the wing of the other cherubim, and the other wing is touching the wall, and the other cherubim's other wing is touching another wall. I think that would be in First Kings chapter number 5 or Second Kings chapter number 5, something like that. It's chapter number 5, either First King or Second King. So you can go and check it out. So it's like the symbols or erecting symbols is very, very common practice. But the problem is, when we talk about Quran and Muhammad, when these symbols are associated with Christians, suddenly these symbols becomes idols. this symbol suddenly becomes idols. And then we have a bigger problem then. Any Muslim who wants to see a bigger problem? Because I'm going to show you that Allah also has symbols and they are physical. You can touch them, feel them. And just like everything else, you gotta worship them. Yeah, baby. Just like everything else, you gotta worship them. And please don't tell me you are not worshipping the symbol. Okay, please don't say that. Because obviously none of the Christians worship cross. But your Muhammad said, people of cross will go into hell with their cross, because Allah said in the Quran that Allah will send into hell everyone with their idols. And this is the tafsir done by Muhammad, that people of the cross will go to hell with their cross. Now, let me show you that Allah has symbols. Now, the beautiful part is, this is Quran chapter number 2, verse number 158.
شعائري.
Ooh, sha'ir. Symbols. Symbols. Okay, let's check this out. What are symbols? Indeed, as-Safa and al-Marwa are the symbols of Allah. They are symbols of Allah. What's a cross? Symbol of Christ being crucified on the cross. Cross is a symbol of Christ being crucified. That's it. No Christian worship cross, but the cross is there in the churches. So it's a symbol, not a idol. And it's saying the same thing. Indeed, as Safa and Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. So whoever makes Hajj, performs Umrah, there is no blame upon him to walk between the two. So you have to go and touch one symbol of Allah, then go run towards the other symbol of Allah, then come back, run towards the first symbol of Allah, then go run towards the other symbol of Allah, then go run towards the first symbol of Allah, and so on and so forth for 7 times. For 7 times. And this is what you have to do. And Allah said something else in Quran chapter number 22 verse number 36. What does it say? Same word,
شعائري.
symbols, and it says, and camels and cattle we have appointed for you as among the symbols of Allah. So my friends, forget what is written in the brackets, it doesn't matter. So let's go to other translation. Yusuf Ali, the sacrifice camels we have made for you as among the symbols of Allah. So camels are also symbol of Allah. The mountains, Safa and Marwa, not the mountain, hills. They are very small, tiny hills, not mountains. First, the non-living things were the symbols of Allah. Now even the camels are the symbol of Allah. The camels. You know what? Camels are symbol of Allah. What should you do with these symbols? They are the symbols. So I should say Muslims worship camels. Just like the same way, you know, when they say Christian worship cross, Muslim worship camels, and then they worship him and then eat him. Because obviously I don't have to add any logic to these verses. Obviously, I shouldn't. Why should I be adding logic to it? When you were, as a Muslim, not adding logic to the people of cross, let's just say, because you call it people of cross. I don't know. Have you ever heard Christians saying we are the people of cross? Like, I have never heard this terminology other than the Islamic books. In the Islamic books, this is the only thing. Other than the Islamic books, you will not find the terminology people of cross. So if so-called the people of cross are worshipping the cross, then dude, we have a big problem. Because then the people of Camel, which are the symbol of Allah, they are gods. You know, camel are gods. You eat your gods. Then you go another verse, chapter number 22, verse number 33. Same word.
شعائر.
Oh, it doesn't say symbols. It says symbols. And whoever honors the symbol of Allah, indeed it is from the piety of the heart. Oh my God. So whoever honors, so now you have to give honor to the symbol of Allah. You have to give reverence to the symbol of Allah. How can you honor a camel? Can you honor a camel? Can you honor a camel? How can you honor a camel? I've seen Hindus honoring cows, but then they don't eat cows. I don't know how a Muslim can honor a camel and then sacrifice him, i.e., kill him, and then eat him. You know, they eat camels, right? You know, you all know that. So how do you honor somebody or something before eating? Like, this is a very different kind of an honor, by the way. I don't understand this honor. That you have to honor a symbol of Allah. And by the way, Yusuf Ali says, Yusuf Ali, he puts brackets in there. You know, brackets, which is not part of the Quran. Check this out. Such and whoever holds in honor the symbol of Allah in the sacrificed animal. Hey, Mr. Camel worshippers. I don't know. I thought you guys were just stone worshippers, but apparently you are camel worshipper as well. You honor camel. Hey, my friends, dear Muslims, the link is there. Come up. I need to understand this symbol thing that you are running over here. Because if Christian holds a cross as a symbol, he's a cross worshipper. But you hold a camel as a symbol of Allah, and you are not a camel worshipper. So, dude, please explain it to me. I'm anxious. I'm anxious in getting some explanation over here. I really want some explanation. Very, very important. Dude, if you can get that, let me. Oh, yes. Somebody is giving me the verse of. I saw somewhere here. Ah, yeah. Radhika is sending me the Hadith 5686. Yeah, maybe that is why Muhammad said go drink the camel urine. Probably. Yep. Because they have to worship the camel, so then they drink the urine of camel as well. You know, somehow there's a mixture of these things where they can you know. Let me show you the hadith. Let me show the hadith. So there's a mixture of feeling over here as well. They hold the camel in such high esteem that they make a cocktail of its milk and urine and eat it. Sorry, I mean drink it, and then they sacrifice the animal and eat the meat as well. Man, such a big honor that they are giving. Wow, that is a good honor. I'm loving this honor, by the way. This is a kind of honor that I never thought anybody will ever have, but like this is happening. Yeah, Chetan said something else. If camel is worshipped, how can they eat in Arab countries? Exactly. But that's the whole problem here. The problem is very simple. It's not that I am challenging camel is their god. I'm not challenging that. What I'm challenging is that Islam is not consistent. That at one time a cross is a symbol of Christianity, where whether they are any type of Christian, doesn't matter, no matter what the sect is, Catholics, Protestant, anybody, even the cultish sect of Christianity, the cultish sect, for example, Jehovah's Witness or Mormons, Mormons, I don't know. Is the Mormon is the one who created the Book of Abraham in the 19th century? I think. Let me just verify. Created the Book of. Are they the ones? Yes. Joseph Smith. Okay. So Joseph Smith, founder of the Latter Day Saints movement, he created a new Book of Abraham in 1842, 19th century. So no matter whether you take the main Christianity, mainstream Christianity, or Jehovah's Witness, or these Mormons, or anybody, cross is a symbol which almost everybody accepts, that Jesus was crucified. Jesus was crucified. That's symbol. So when you look at this symbol, and then you look at in the Quran, Allah has symbols. Allah has two hills which are symbols. And by the way, these hills, we have another problem with the hills. I can show it to you in a second as well. This Safa and Marwa, two hills, are the symbols. And when you do the perform of Umrah or the Hajj pilgrimage, you gotta do that, man. You gotta do that. And let's go into Hadith. The Hadith literature is also very clear. I'm going to give you a couple of them. And by the way, any Muslim who can tell me about the cross and the symbols and all that, any Muslim, Momin, any Momin, Blackpink, thank you so very much for your super sticker, appreciate it. Ganda Bacha said, man, seriously, you are really a Ganda Bacha. Not reading your super chat. Blackpink, age does not matter. Virtuous man always want socks. Yes, sir. 112 years. Yeah, Blackpink. Kya kar sakta hu? What can I do? Ayurveda Sahab said, bro, we lost a gem. We lost Sir Ratan Tata. Oh, no. Really? I'm so sorry. I had no idea about this news. Ratan Tata passed away, guys. I had no idea. This is a news for me. But man, this guy has done so much for India. It's unbelievable. Like, this guy is a tycoon kind of a person. Like, he was a business tycoon, by the way. I'm so sorry about the loss, India, for all the Indians. This is a sad day indeed. Very sad day indeed for all the Indians, because this guy had given so much revenue for Indian industry and Indian government and Indian as a country. It's all right. All right. So coming back to our point, Messenger of Allah went out to a Safa and said, we will start with that with which Allah started. Ooh la la. What does that mean? When Allah created this earth, He started with a Safa. He created His first symbol, a Safa. Verily, a Safa and al Marwa are the two symbols of Allah. A Safa and al Marwa are of the symbols of Allah. We will start with which Allah started. Man, this is so crazy how it is written. Check this out. There you go. Let me show you. It is the exact translation. Nobody can change this translation. This is Arabic. There you go.
نبدأ بما بدأ الله به.
We start with what Allah started with. We start with what Allah started with. This is how it is. It's so crazy. So Allah started with a Safa. Was Allah worshipping before the people or doing the Hajj? What does this means? Was Allah performing the Hajj? Who is Allah? Who's Allah? Such a stupid question. Who's Allah? Who's Allah? It's such a silly question. Who's Allah? Who's Allah? Such a good question. Who's Allah? Who's Allah? It's such a stupid question. Is it stupid question or a good question? I don't know.
Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue.
Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue. He is over his throne, over his throne, over his throne.
The word used is thumma stawa. Thumma stawa. It means hand.
The istiwa of Allah, him being above, him going over. Him being above, him going over. Him going over. That's well known to the Arabs. It means to go up to ascend.
To turn to put right, and to adjust, to sort out.
It means to go up to ascend,
and to adjust, to sort out. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue.
Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue.
Allah said He's on His throne 6 times in the Quran. 6 times in the Quran.
7 verses. 8 places in the Quran.
God is on the arsh. He's on the throne.
And He's definitely on His arsh. Definitely on His arsh. On His arsh. Definitely on His arsh. We did not say that. Our parents did not say that. Who said that? The Creator Himself.
Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue.
Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue. Allah is with everyone.
Brother, is Allah in the toilet? Are you crazy?
Allah is with everyone.
Is Allah with you when you were mating with your wife?
That's the wrong answer. Allah is with everyone.
Allah Ta'ala is closer to us than our jugular vein.
Are you crazy?
Allah is with everyone.
Is He in the bar?
In the sewer.
That's the wrong answer.
Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue.
Where's Allah?
Where is Allah?
This is such a foolish question. Where's Allah?
Where is Allah is an extremely important issue.
For all these beautiful type of songs, you can go to Spinning Remix channel, and I'm gonna share the link to all of you. They makes really good editing, mixing, and put some music behind them and create some really great music. There's a lot of great music over here. One of them is this one that I just showed you, and a lot there you can actually find it. But as soon as a question comes in my mind, where is Allah? Somehow this spinning me remix video comes into my mind, and I just simply cannot control myself at that particular time, because where is Allah? Where is Allah? It's such a good question. So now the problem is Allah started with Safa. I don't know with which Allah started. Like how was he doing the tawaf between Safa and Marwa? I have no idea, man. This is really problematic to begin with. But that's the symbol. So if symbol represents an idol, then Safa and Marwa are going to go into hell. Really, come on guys, literally Safa and Marwa will be in hell. Because if you worship something, you will go in the hell with the thing that you worship. There you go. Just like the people of the cross will go. What am I doing? I'm giving the wrong hadith. Mine. There you go. This is the right hadith. Okay. So just like the people of the cross, let every nation follow what they used to worship. So the companions of the cross will go with their cross, and the idolaters will go with their idols. So people will go into hell with what they worship, because that's what the Quran is saying. The Quran is saying, chapter number 21, verse number 98, that people will go in hell with what they used to worship other than Allah. And cross, which is a symbol according to Allah, is not a symbol, it's what Christians worship. Hence, Muslimin will go into hell. Astaghfirullah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Nahi, I can't say that. No. How can I say that? No. 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 Okay, sorry. That's enough. Enough of drama. Sometimes I create drama, man. But well, forget it. You don't have to do drama every time. That's just so silly. Anyhow, so which means Muslims will go in where? The same location where the people of cross are going, with Safa and Marwa, because basically Safa and Marwa were the symbols of the pagan deities. Sahih al-Bukhari. Let's go there. I asked Anas bin Malik, did you used to dislike performing tawaf between Safa and Marwa? He said yes, as it was the ceremonies, symbols, symbols. Sha'ir Jahiliya. I don't know why this time around Sha'ir is not translated as a symbol, because the same word I've shown you 4 locations in the Quran and the Hadith. This verse is translated as symbol, and here the same word is symbol. Let me show you 2 words, same words. Ceremonies of the day of pre-Islamic period, ignorance. Still Allah revealed the verse. Safa and Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. So imagine in the translation what they do. They create distinction. When it is Sha'ir Allah, then it is symbol of Allah. When it is Sha'ir al-Jahiliya, then it is ceremonies of the days of pre-Islamic period of ignorance. Why can't you say symbols of the days of pre-Islamic period of ignorance? Because the Arabic word is the same. It's the same. So you are deceiving the English audience who can't read the Arabic by changing the English translation of symbols into ceremonies. Like literally speaking. So basically, they were symbol of the pre-Islamic period of ignorance until Allah revealed, no, they are not your gods. They are my symbol. I am the God. I am the symbols belong to me. Sorry, these symbols belong to me. That's how the name Safa and Marwa actually came into being as well. If you look at it in Tafsir, Quran chapter number 2, verse number 158, check this out. Come on, man, what happened? Why is my computer stuck? My computer got stuck. No, it's unstuck. And Safa and Marwa, among the rights of the pilgrim of Allah, exalted is He commanded, no one commits transgression, pilgrims will go around them. And what is it saying? Huh? There you go. Dislike going between a Safa and Marwa in front of the idols which were placed there. There was an idol placed on Safa and there was an idol placed on Marwa. There were 2 idols. Like what in a, and the name As-Safa was the name of the idol. Said Asaf is an idol was on As-Safa. That is how the name came, Safa, from the name of the idol. So these were the idols. The people at the time of ignorance were doing the tawaf, the pilgrimage between these two idols. They would go from one idol to another idol, to one idol to another idol. And then suddenly Allah said, oh, these are my symbols. Hello, these are my symbols. Don't worry, these are my idols. I belong to them. These are my idols. Not your idols, my idols. There you go. This is how it is. It is just there, right in front of you. Allah just exchanged the idols. He's like, okay, not your idols anymore, my idols. You're gonna do the same thing that you were doing at the time of Jahiliyyah, at the time of ignorance. The only difference is instead of naming them, name me. So Allah just changed the names. Oh no, RJ, it's just they just changed the names of the toys. The toys remained there. So Allah did not took the toys of the people of the Quraysh. Allah said the toys will remain there. Just change the name of these toys. He just hijacker Allah. Yes, that's the right word. Hijacker Allah. Allah just hijacked their symbols and said, no, these are my symbols now. Not your symbols, my symbols. That's how it is. This is how simple it is. So imagine, unfortunately, no matter what you do, it's really, really silly. Haha. So now the problem is we have a new friend over here. Prince Saint. Fun fact. Adam Seeker took inspiration from human spider Peter Parker and made his costume. Okay. So how does that makes any difference? If I took an inspiration from Peter Parker, the Spider-Man, and made my costume, how does that make any difference? Oh, let me show you something. I have this guy over here whose name is Prince Saint, and let me show you something really about this guy. So he's a Muslim. You can click the link, Mr. Prince Saint. So I go to his channel. Okay. Now check the beautiful part of his channel. And he has no guts to come up and have a live talk. I can see that. All right. And by the way, this is his fun fact. Adam Seeker took inspiration from human spider Peter Parker, that is the Spider-Man, if you don't know that, and made his costume. Now check this out. This is his YouTube channel. What does his channel says? Check this out. We go to more and it says, hello people, I am Prince Saint. My father is Adam. Thank you so very much. I am his father. Like, I don't know how many people that I have. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have to ask your mother. Can you send me your mother's phone number? Maybe I'll ask when did this happen, because there were so many that I didn't know. I have to check. Get your DNA tested. I want to be sure that your mother was with me during that time, and I really gave you are really my blood, because there could be possibility that it might be different. I'm sorry, but I will not be able to give your mother any stimulus check until the DNA test has been verified that you are really my son, because there could be so many others that would have done some muta practice with who. So anyhow, so I'm his father according to him, not according to me. And then he says, peace be upon me, and his Lord is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So his Lord is still Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but he is my son, because he said that, not me. He said, my father is Adam, my name is Adam, Hadrate Adam, me, So, and I took inspiration from who? Who? Peter Parker. Peter Parker. That's my inspiration. My inspiration is Peter Parker. All right. So now, I hope you guys seen the people who try their best to derail the conversation, but they just simply cannot. We have Mr. Ilyas Qureshi. Mr. Ilyas Qureshi, are you a Muslim?
जी
Are you a Muslim, sir?
जी मैं ईश्वर का आज्ञाकारी हूँ सनातनी और
All right. I have no idea why somebody would come to my English stream and start talking in Hindi. Like, this is really disturbing. If you do not know how to speak English in my English channel, how do you comprehend what I'm saying? Like, this is so amazing that somebody would come up and start to have a talk with me in my English channel in Hindi. I don't know how do they even comprehend what I'm saying. But anyhow, hey, Mr. Prince Saint, please get your DNA tested. I want to see if you are really my legitimate child or you are my illegitimate child. Please get it tested so that we could actually, I'm sorry. But with that being said, forget this idiot. Enough time that I've given him. If he has guts, he can click the link and come up live. But with that being said, let's go there. Yes, Mitranjay. Sometimes even I do not have the answer for this, but And by the way, he explicitly named himself as a Muslim name, Ilyas Quraishi. That's what he named himself. All right, but anyhow, let's go back. There are fun facts. Fun facts. Fun facts were shown to you. Fun fact. Fun fact was shown to you that Prince Saint agrees that I'm his father. Oh, by the way, one more thing I forgot. Instead of just clicking like more, he's promoting me so much that it's on his main image. I forgot that. Check this out. His main image. Father, Adam, peace be upon him. Fun fact. So, hey, Mr. Fun Fact. I took inspiration from Peter Parker. Hey, fun fact. Peter Parker, listen. You said father here as well. Here you said father Adam. Here you said father Adam. Like, come on, how many locations will you proclaim me to be your father, man? This is so crazy, man. Seriously. Hey, come on, give me another chat. Send me your mother's number. I would like to call her to validate and verify. Man, this is crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Short break and then I'll be back.
Hello Habibis and Sheikh Ntika lovers. If you would like to support Adam Seeker, please go to Patreon and show your support. www.patreon.com/Adam Seeker. We thank you all for your kind support and enjoy the video. By the way, this was a commercial break. And also, please don't forget to comment and like and also subscribe. It's free, Habibis. Don't be tight like Muhammad and Muhammad's father, Abdullah, and Abdullah's father. Anyway, let's don't go in there. God bless you all. Please go to Patreon and make your donations. Only if you would like to support. We don't force like Muhammad. Hello, Habibis and Sheikh Ntika.
All right. I'm sorry, man. I was laughing so crazy. It was like this guy came here to mock me, but he became the symbol of mockery. Like it's just so crazy, man. Like this was funny, by the way. It was funny. You guys have to admit. So coming back to the symbolism of Allah, right? So imagine Allah has symbols, but yet the funny part is that He is calling Christians to be cross worshippers because they have a symbol of cross. They have a symbol of cross, and then suddenly the symbol becomes an idol. But then what should we call the symbols of Allah if not idols? This is the reality of it. This is the reality of it. Anywho, we have some more beautiful things as well. Okay, let me pick up something really interesting. You know, the black stone, the Hajar Aswad, the black stone. Who knows about the black stone? The black stone was also an idol. Black stone was also an idol. You know that, right? Let me show it to you. Bukhari 4376. We used to worship stones. Huh? Really? We used to worship stones. And when we found a better stone than the first one, we would throw the first one and take the later one. But if we could not find a stone, then we would collect some earth and then bring a sheep milk and sheep over it and then perform the tawaf around it. So tawaf was pagan ritual, stone was pagan ritual, tawaf around the stone was pagan ritual. Man. And Muhammad took all of these symbols and put it for his Allah. All of these, the tawaf, the circumambulation of Kaaba 7 times, the worshipping of stone. Like Allah, like Muhammad took all of these symbols and made them into his symbols. Ooh, really? Man, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Like, check this out. The symbolism of Safa and Marwa is also a problem. Sahih Bukhari said, I asked Aisha, how do you interpret the statement of Allah? Verily, the mountains Safa and Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. So somebody is asking Aisha, you know, Aisha, hey Aisha, the little mommy Aisha, how do we take these symbols of Allah? And whoever performs the Hajj to the Kaaba and perform Umrah, it is not harmful to do the Tawaf. Chapter number 2, verse number 158, the symbols of Allah. By Allah, Aisha is saying, there is no harm if one does not perform Tawaf between Safa and Marwa. Aisha said, oh my nephew, your interpretation is not true. Okay, sorry. By Allah, this is what saying. Who's saying? Arwa is saying. Arwa is saying, by Allah, this verse is saying it is not harmful. Hence, it is evident there is no harm if we do not perform tawaf between Safa and Marwa. No problem if we don't do that. Aisha said, oh my nephew, your interpretation is not true. Had this the interpretation of yours been correct, the statement of Allah should have been, it is not harmful for him if he does not perform the tawaf between them. But in fact, the divine interpretation was revealed concerning the Ansar who used to assume ihram for the worshipping. That's the wrong. There should not be any space and there should be ing after p. But anyhow, some 5th grader probably wrote the translation here. But anyhow, worshipping an idol called Manat, which they used to worship at the place called Al-Mushal before they embraced Islam. And whoever assumed ihram would consider it not right to perform tawaf between Safa and Marwa. When they embraced Islam, they asked Allah Messenger, regarding it, saying, "Oh Allah Apostle, we used to refrain from tawaf between Safa and Marwa." So Allah revealed the verses, "As-Safa and Al-Marwa are among the symbols of Allah." Aisha said, "Surely Allah Apostle sent the tradition of tawaf between Safa and Marwa." So the pagan worshipping tradition was accepted by the Ping Muhammad to be as the worshipping of Allah. What's the difference? What's the difference, any Muslim? What's the difference? I'm still waiting for a Muslim to come up and tell me what is the difference. And hence Aisha said, so nobody is allowed to omit the tawaf between them. Very important. Nobody has to omit it. It is the two symbols of Allah. It is the two symbols of Allah. Very important symbols. You can't let them go. You have to do it. Even though it was pagan, absolutely, you said it right. You took my words from my mouth. Allah is a pagan, hence no difference. Absolutely, absolutely. Allah has his own symbols. You can't run away from them. Allah has symbols. You just simply cannot. Yes, my child. Prince Saint, you should not have no guts to debate me. My little illegitimate child, you shouldn't have guts. I fully agree. I fully agree. I agree, my friend. So, now, this is Allah and his symbols. But, you know, like I said, in the Torah, Solomon had built the temple, and in the temple, there were cherubims, which are like the idol, like the statues. And then once again, Allah is agreeing to that. They made for him, who him, Solomon, he built elevated chambers and statues. So if Solomon was not building a temple for the Jews, but rather a mosque for the Muslims, and Allah hates idols, that is statues, it's the word is tamasil. Let me show it to you. Tamasil.
وتماثيل.
And Allah says in the Quran that you can't have statues. Then the problem is, we have a bigger problem. Houston, we have a problem. If Allah does not like statues, why does Allah say that you have statues in his own mosque? Uh-oh. How can you have statues in your own mosque when you can't have statues in the mosque? Isn't that contradictory? Isn't that really, really contradictory? How can you have these statues if you cannot have statues? Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Can somebody tell me? Where are you hiding, guys? Except for my illegitimate child in the live chat. Is there any other good Muslim? Mr. Roman, you're right. Jibreel is afraid of dogs and statues. Absolutely. He could not come in. Jibreel also could not come in. That is so true. So now, if statues are so bad, symbols are bad, statues are idle, symbols are idle, and everything is idle, how can Allah tell Salman or King Solomon to build a mosque, supposedly, and the word mosque wasn't even there at that time, that's a I don't know how they actually do that. And suddenly they are building mosque with statues. Yeah. Apparently in Islam, he did not build a temple, he built a mosque. And supposedly, according to Muslims, this mosque is not the tabernacle, but rather this mosque is Masjid al-Aqsa. Whereas we all know that the Masjid al-Aqsa were down south, not in up in the hill. So now we have this big issue. Manish is saying, were the idols in the original temple of Solomon for Jews? Yes, erecting a symbol does not mean that it is an idol. Like the difference between idol and a statue is idol is worshipped, statue is not worshipped. So erecting a statue is not a problem for Jews. That's how it is. You can erect or create or make a statue. You are just not allowed to worship it. You have to allow, you are only to worship God of Israel, who is Yahweh. That's what it says. So you can't actually have a worshipping of statue, but you can have statues. That's not a problem. So now coming back to very important point of ours, Allah is agreeing, but then he is rejecting his own statements, because Allah also said that anything that they worship beside Allah will go to hell. And then Allah himself, agrees that Christians worship a symbol, which is cross, and then we have a big problem. Oxymoron, Allah. Why there is like this is so crazy. But anyhow, I know people do not have the guts here to come up and have a talk. We all know that. But guys, please, yeah, come on, Prince Saint, stop it, man. Why are you spamming? Come on. Putting you in a timeout. Just take some relax, take a chill. Don't copy paste the same stuff again and again. So, what was I saying? Due to Muhammad, Allah is suffering. Yes, this is a good way to say that, because obviously, like it is said in India, Gangadhari Shaktiman, that's what it is. Clark Kent is Superman kind of a thing, and Superman is Clark Kent. That's what it is. At the end of the day, they are the same thing. Superman is Clark Kent and Clark Kent is Superman. But then we have another problem. I have to refute my own self. Some people come in and they say, "Oh, Tamasil does not means idols." Okay, let's go to Quran. Quran chapter number 21, verse number 52, 57. And it says, when he said to his father and his people, what are these statues to which you are devoted? What are these statues to which you are devoted? What is the word for statues? Tamasil. Same word. So statues means idols. What you are devoted. Okay, check this out. Next verse. They said, we found our fathers worshipping them. Worshipping who? Tamasil. So Tamasil is the idol.
التماثيل.
Okay, next. He said, you are certainly, you and your father are in misfit error. Okay. And then they said, have you come to us with the truth, or are you those who gist? Okay. And then he said, no, rather your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, who's certain, who created them, and I to that am of those who testify. Man, this, how do they translate this thing? Okay, let's read it again. He said, rather, your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, who created them, and I to that am of those who testify. Oh my goodness, that is just so crazy. Anyhow, and then, and by Allah, I will surely plan against your idols after you have turned and gone away. Now,
أصنامكم.
word is asnam. So statues and asnam are interexchangeable, same thing kind of words in the Quran. In the Quran, I'm not saying that. Allah is saying that. It's the Quran itself. So you can't say no. Tamasil does not means idols. It means pictures. No, it doesn't. It's statues, and statues are symbols. Hence, going back, it's the inconsistency of Allah, because Allah had no idea, because Muhammad had no idea, so both had no idea at the end of the day. That's how it is. So we have, let's take some super chats, and then let's see if any Muslim would like to come up before we end the stream. Mitranjay said, you said worshipping. I heard worshipping. Yes, Mitranjay, you have to get your ears checked. Remove the chavaniya out of your ears, my friend. You got to do that. Shanze Bob said, happy day, Aram. Someone found his dad today. This story should be on Ancestry program. This certainly calls for a nice ribeye steak. What do you say? Absolutely, Shanze Bob. And thank you so very much for your super chat. But ribeye steak is very expensive, dear. You can't find that in $9.99 right now. I don't know which steakhouse you go to. And ribeye steak is very, very expensive now. Blackpink, thank you so very much for your super sticker. Appreciate it. And but by the way, Shanze, thank you so very much. I will have ribeye on your request uh, this weekend, probably. This weekend. This weekend is very, very busy. Maybe I'll have it maybe on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday, somewhere around that time. Like my next 4 or 5 days are very, 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 very tight. I might not be able to get out and do some personal time in the next 3 or 4 days. Very tight, very tight. All right. So with that being said, thank you everyone for being here. And we have seen that the inconsistency of Allah, where He would at one location call all the symbols as idols, and He will send the people into hell because they have idols, which is symbols, like the statue of Maryam is a symbol, but it's an idol for Allah. The cross is a symbol, but it's an idol according to Allah. But yet again, Allah has symbols, the mountains. Allah has symbols as sacrifice animals. Allah has symbols left, right, and center. And yet again, somehow those symbols are not idols whatsoever. And that's where the problem lies. That's Shiza. Thank you, Shiza Bob. I am so sorry. I pronounced your name really, really wrong. I'm so bad. I am so sorry. Once again, Shiza, I am so sorry. And please ignore my ignorance. Seems like while talking and reading the ignorant hadith, I became an ignorant ummi person as well. So I apologize for mispronouncing your name. By the way, I don't know how I made Shiza as a Shanze, because it doesn't make sense at all. What is happening to me? I'm going really, really bad, man. All right. So with that being said, thank you so very much for being here, and bring this videos to your Muslim friends and tell them to come up live. I go every Monday 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Thursday 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I was late today a little. I started at 7:30 because of my some schedule. But thank you so very much for being here. Yeah, Shiza, I said that. I'm sorry. I think you are maybe 10-15 seconds behind. So thank you so very much. Have a blessed time. Thank you for joining in. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And yes, Lucky, Allah is an idol as well. That's why they worship Allah towards a black rock. You know, having a symbol is not a problem. But the problem is when Allah rejects all the symbols and then again He gave His own symbols. Thank you so much for your forgiveness. Appreciate it. And bharosa wala, I now finally have a bharosa on you because of your song that you contributed. So I finally have a bharosa on you now. So thank you so very much, guys. Have a blessed day, evening, or night, wherever you are. I will see you next time on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for joining. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and please send a nice comment after the stream ends. Take care. See you all later. God bless you all. Yeshua Akbarul Azim.